Alright, here we go. Story time!
Important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber?
Oh my gosh.
That's a huge project.
I actually always wondered if this would happen.
Rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
I think Liyue people are just very, like, materialistic.
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows.
I really can't wait until she gets her new
Vermilionite,
costume.
Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Same.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset Chamber.
She tick
This
indeed.
stone is what
She
allows
really
the Jade
is.
Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central
Her new
components of the
costume that we're
mechanical
getting
structure
for
of
the
Jade
Lantern
Chamber.
Rite is
Adepti
gorgeous.
sigils serve as
I
a
love
means of
it.
integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the
Because you
saying,
love me so
"Time
much,
is
you'll
money,"
do this for me.
more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question.
Oh my
You may
goodness.
ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Oh my
What
gosh.
a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some
I know,
rumors about
right?
some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but I have some business to do.
A single question.
Oh, no.
I mean, if you're smart and ask the question the right way, you might get a really long answer.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
Why should I get involved, though?
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested?
I actually really love whoever voice acts Ningguang.
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Girl, you could have asked about your brother a long time ago.
Really?
You saved Liyue Harbor.
Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
GG.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary.
Which one?
Remember, this is a race against the clock.
I
A
know,
rare
right?
opportunity presents itself to you.
Although I guess Ningguang
Do
isn't
not let
really
somebody else
an
snatch it from
Archon,
your
but she's actually rich. Venti just drinks wine.
Ningguang seems super busy.
Zhongli's
Come on,
broke.
we better get going.
And,
First, we gotta get
you
out
know,
of the
there's a
chamber.
lot you could say about Raiden.
Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
That's
No,
Shenhe!
Seem
Or
like an
Shenhe,
eminently
sorry, that's
distinguished young lady
Shenhe!
to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you.
I don't think
Come
Shenhe
on,
cares.
let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that.
That's very
Hey,
true.
come on, don't go!
Paimon is
Why
the
don't you
Archon
stand
of
there
hunger.
after her? Oh, right, yeah.
Wait, why are you chasing this? Why are you chasing her? That is like... You do not just chase a woman when she says, nah, I don't need your help. Leave her alone.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run.
Who are you? No wonder your name is Scar.
Don't worry.
Kick him down indeed, man.
You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
She should freeze them.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
Seriously, she's gonna destroy you guys.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
This is so disgusting.
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm
Do
happy
it.
to repeat it in a
Do
way
it.
that won't be so easy to forget.
Do it.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
That's
I
so
won't-
bad.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you.
Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinue Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again.
That is intriguing.
How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Oh my gosh. I love her eyes though.
Warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are.
Yes.
Perhaps.
Yes. That is true. Why waste
Let's
food?
call it fate.
I don't know why she does
Telling
that.
you something's not right.
But I have a feeling there's a good reason for why she does that and we don't know yet.
What are you afraid
Can we just talk
of?
about
We're
how
just
her
selling
eyes...
information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on
Genshin
us,
food
all
does
the
look
better.
amazing.
We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Yes, finally, a millilith. But seriously, her eyes look like moonstones. And it's beautiful.
You again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, buddy?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
Yes.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Thank you. They're so disgusting.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
She's so pretty.
Your name's
He did get
Shenhe.
spaghettied.
Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before.
She's
Thank
so
you for helping to
pretty.
defuse the situation.
Why is she so
I could have
pretty?
dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times.
She
all it
is
would have taken
tick
to get him
too.
to surrender.
Those hips are great.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, but if someone's threatening you, like, I don't blame you.
No, apparently not.
She is supposed to kind of have this...
Exactly have you...
She's supposed to have some kind of, homicidal nature that she keeps at bay with her rope. So maybe that plays into this. Oh, my goodness.
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other.
Okay, now I wish I pulled for her, but I need to pull for Zhongli.
Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Interesting.
Anyway, Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe.
I love how Paimon is so accepting.
After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
She's so accepting. She's like, okay, you just want to eat a bunch of medicine, but that's cool because no one deserves to be hungry.
Seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an adeptus, that would explain everything.
I mean, kind of.
Where does she fit in with the other adepti, though? Paimon's super curious.
Doesn't she remind you of someone you already know?
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Oh, right, you need a prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's actually really nice.
Really eating them.
I love how she's eating them right there. No way.
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful.
She looks like 7 years old. She's rather awful. Oh my goodness.
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
She is like Klee, isn't she? But I think she's a little smarter than Klee.
Can barely touch the restaurant food. If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in
Yep,
town.
there we go.
And order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
I don't know how Paimon fits all of that in her tiny little stomach.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains,
Paimon is less destructive.
Continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Aww, I kind of get that.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Okay, kind of, but not really.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Look at those eyes.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you
Actually, now that I think about it, look at Paimon's eyes. There's like stars in them.
Did in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Because it's Ningguang.
You don't have to. But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot.
It's still crazy though. They're so materialistic.
I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
You're so
I
cute,
am not sure
Paimon.
whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who's currently ahead of us.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What?
Not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Oh dear.
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay?
You don't have to be so mad. You can already tell that, like, Shenhe just doesn't get it.
And adepti sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plus Strike,
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over
Oh,
there.
Baiju.
So,
That's true, she didn't know the laws.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
It's the guy with a snake around his neck.
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
I thought this was your store.
How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
There
Maybe for
is someone
its first
else
aid on site?
from
I didn't
Sumeru
Far
that we
be it
know,
from me to pry
but I
into a
don't think I've
customer's
met her
personal
yet.
affairs.
But I think she is the only one with a
And he
dendrovision.
also borrowed Chi-Chi, meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work?
Baiju's so weird, though.
No, we've got other stuff to do.
I don't actually know who else it was from Sumeru that we know. I just know there is one person.
Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When
Jeez.
activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare.
Really? I did not know
As far
that,
as the
actually.
records show,
But that would make
virtually
sense. The
all
Radiant
Sunset
statue is like a
Vermilionite
big
in
deal.
existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Imagine, like, there's just none at all left.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me,
That is
just
true.
come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Thank goodness you're finally back.
Xingqiu! Or Xingqiu. Xingqiu.
Oh, why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Interesting.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the
Same.
job,
I don't
so
have
relieved.
Xingqiu. But he's on the next banner. So I'm excited.
We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu.
I've actually heard, I don't know if he's like a Hydro Bennett, but is he a discount one?
I wasn't counting on
I've
finding
heard
you
really
today.
good things about
What's going
Xingqiu.
on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
I can't get over how pretty
Oh, I see.
Shenhe
So you've
is.
entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
No, Xingqiu does heal.
As well? Do you
See, I know Xingqiu heals, actually.
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece.
No
We are
way.
holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price.
Then I'm just Paimon
At the end of the
IQ.
day, it all comes down to supply and demand.
It's all good, Bluey.
I'm guessing the final
It's hard to
transaction
remember
price will be in
everything.
excess of 500 million mora.
No.
million?
Jeez.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
I have two healers. I have Bennett and Diona. But I don't have any
Sea
others,
Gazer
which
was
is a
once very
shame.
close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him.
I need Jean. I
According
want
to
Jean
records
so
of Drifting
badly.
Clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into
I
possession
really
of a
like
stack of
Xingqiu,
folk
though.
history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
Nice.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, you know, disrespectful with him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded?
That's nice.
I have not heard of Seagazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
I wonder why she doesn't tell the truth, though.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine.
You mean Ganyu?
I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Everyone's like, I wonder what this reminds me of. It's like, what about Ganyu? You guys all know Ganyu.
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
Whoa. What is that? Did she just make it rain?
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around.
That's really cool.
Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Sealy, show me the way. Away, away, to find a brand new island everywhere we roll. What?
Got to here and then disappear. Should we go over and take a look?
Oh, oh, okay. I did not expect that.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall?
Wow,
just
that's
now?
beautiful.
How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high
She's
in
so
the
cute.
sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
That would be nice.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's
Why
gone
is it
and
so
snuck
cute?
beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete.
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are.
I hope I get to
hiding, so we
trial
better be
Shenhe.
careful.
That would be fun. Yes, I do. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Okay, so I guess maybe this is why Geo was necessary. There we go. Perfect. You go there. Oh, was that it? I thought there was another. Okay, so now I have to go up. Okay, there we go. Dun 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 dun. No? Oh shoot. Oh, here it is. Perfect.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Thanks. But I am very powerful too, honey. She is actually pretty powerful though, gotta say.
Everybody stand back!
Yes.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
That was so... Whoo! 10,000! Bye-bye. Okay, yeah. It's probably pretty smart that I did that. Wait, again? There's another one?
Is everyone okay? Look! The Celia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Dun dun dun. Oh jeez.
Why do they never miss?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I'm late.
Okay, cool. Oh, that thing behind me is gonna open up. Dun dun dun. They really said you're just gonna fight everything today.
We're really gonna fall! So high!
Oh.
Luckily, there is a pool of water at the bottom.
I tried to actually...
Ended very differently.
I actually tried to put my wings up, but...
That Celia's on the move again. Let's catch up with it.
Ooh, sorry, I breathed into the mic a few times. Go. Move. Hold on. Could I have gone farther with this one? I guess not. Let's see. No, you're not gonna move? Okay. Can I get... No, I can't. What now? Oh, wait. No, that's where I came from. Can you... Gosh damn it. Wait. Oh. This is like a full-out puzzle. Hey, there we go. Oh, see, dang it, not you. Not you. There we go. Nope. Dang, look at that.
So huge!
So this is the Jade Chamber, basically.
That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrate doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrate reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe.
That is very true. What are you floating, Paimon?
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare,
I think Cloud Retainer is one of the best Adepti. Like the big Adepti. Although I love Zhao.
To ever come in handy like this.
Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But
Paimon, you can already fly.
how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
No way.
Sure? Be careful!
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
Aw, Shenhe.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are.
True.
You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead.
She's like, I didn't think anyone would ever think about me. Zhongli could probably. Zhongli could probably carry it too. Oh, she just took the whole dang thing.
We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
anything.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely.
Now you
Mighty
get it.
Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a
Why
more
are they
bountiful
always
salary.
like, can you bless me with money?
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite
I'll
simply
buy one.
immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Exactly, Paimon. You're so rude.
Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the
Was
Jade
Paimon
Chamber,
right?
which will enable
True.
us to proceed to the next stage of construction.
Poor
As a
Bywin,
side
though.
note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the
She
building
sounds
site.
really tired.
Shenhe, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
'Cause you're
Oh,
awesome. Oh,
What kind of
Shenhe.
reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold her head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before.
That's a good question.
They call me an adeptus, treat me with great
She's
deference and
special.
respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
I think Paimon is definitely from another world.
I am not.
Aw, Shenhe.
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Bywin said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own.
Don't you know who
When you're
Shenhe
hungry,
is?
You go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay. If you insist.
Look at her eyes.
Now we're talking.
I'm never gonna get over them.
To our hotel.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left.
That's fair.
Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great.
Thank you, bud.
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walked in
Grilled
with
chicken
a
drum.
huge grilled chicken drumstick. One for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack, or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now.
You're still so
if you
beautiful.
need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Rest well,
See you
Shenhe.
tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer?
Cloud Retainer.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe
Yes, we love the short friends. I have a lot of short friends myself. Love them all.
Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is...
Aw, your poor friends.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already?
I know everything, Paimon.
The only one who didn't know?
Yes.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Let's kill people.
Yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene.
God's remains.
Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one
That's
arrived,
crazy.
she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally.
That's
and
crazy.
Are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born.
This is what I want to know more about.
One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
Poor Shenhe.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's crazy.
Still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age.
That's so
Seeing
sad.
that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
Cloud Retainer, you're actually, like, really sweet.
Indeed. It is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her.
That's awesome.
However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her.
Oh
Such is the
no.
magnitude of the danger this poses.
Pretty much,
that
yeah.
her soul must be
And
bound with
faded
red
too.
ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have
I wonder
indeed
why,
served
though.
to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
That's actually kind of sad.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
She's like a mom.
Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe.
Yeah, I do hate when they talk for a really long time. Even though the story is pretty interesting.
Dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion. Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold
Like, there's so
assertion
much lore,
is
but
to
the
be the era of the
storytelling is also,
contract
like,
between Liyue
a
and
lot of
humans.
exposition.
Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm.
What's happening?
If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching.
I think Cloud Retainer is the nicest of all the Adepti, though. Wait until the following day.
Isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Probably. Especially when she has low self-esteem in the first place.
Hey, so, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
I love how she knows. You want to sleep.
How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. Master is... very talkative.
She is very talkative, I will admit.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time.
But why are you treating her strangely?
Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and
Because we're
unapproachable.
good people.
Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
It's so sad that the red ropes kind of like dull her emotions.
We've met our fair share of real Adeptus.
How is she so thick? She is. I know.
Anyway,
I know. It's crazy.
settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important
She's just so
thing.
beautiful.
Foremost,
I
just
love her
fellow
hair
friends.
too.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Aww.
Great.
How
Well,
wholesome.
Now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so
Same.
rare.
I can't keep my eyes off of her
Many
either.
competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly.
True, Paimon. Very true.
Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. you, Shenhe. Try it. They're so good.
Cute.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Imagine they were trying to build it and it just kept flying. Beto!
Person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced.
I love Yunjin so
Before we
much.
find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The
I
remainder
know,
of the construction
more
work is
joining
then
us.
carried out at that altitude. Once
I love
everything is
Beto,
ready,
honestly,
we release
so
the
much.
iron
She's so much
tethers and
fun.
allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there.
I'm just so excited to meet Yunjin. She's supposed to be this opera singer.
By you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Look forward to giving me
Believe
more
you sourced
stuff.
the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle.
I don't know, man.
Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Look at all of their eyes.
So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
I mean, rare doesn't mean
I've got
impossible.
some introductions to do. This is the renowned Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Yunjin, she's so pretty.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is, sorry,
The eyes are so beautiful.
Shenhe. I am their friend.
That's so sweet.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
That's
so
so
honor
cool.
to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling
She's
that we will get
so
along very well
pretty.
indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Looks like the 3 of us are competitors now.
That is very true.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make.
Ooh,
Lady
let's
Ningguang
hear.
said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the
Ooh,
prize between us.
that's smart.
Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
I like that idea.
But how does that change things exactly?
You work together.
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was
Hey
the most
GD, we
difficult
gotta
item
settle
to source
down
by
just a
long
little
shot.
bit.
Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare,
I feel ya,
so as
but-
long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh.
You're right. It is true. I feel
Okay
ya.
then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice
Yes.
from Master Zhang of
I
Hanzhou's
actually have
iron miners.
Yunjin. I just haven't been able to build her.
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory.
Let's do
I'm gonna take off.
it.
See you later.
The hair is very beautiful. But just look at Yunjin's costume. It's actually so exquisite. I think hers is the best costume out of everyone. But Shenhe's hair is gorgeous.
By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang, Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Interesting.
Ooh, what's the opera called?
I know. The white hair.
The opera is a labor of
with
love
the
for my
highlights.
father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
Huh.
It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Actually, if her opera is based on Shenhe. And I don't know if Yunjin actually knows.
Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something?
Pizza is good.
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past. For stage
She's so
use.
beautiful.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry, my brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do
I think she looks a little older than that.
I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
I don't even know what kind of ore.
What kinds of ore we need?
Huh.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions.
Chi-Chi's in the background there.
It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. It's all but unheard of on the market.
Yeah, where do we start?
I'm really not sure. Sorry.
I do have a USB
What I've heard
microphone.
is that the people around Mount
Sorry, I
Tianheng
hope
have
the
some
muting
sort of
is
magic
not
trick
bothering you
that
or
can
anything.
pinpoint the
I
location
just
of the
didn't
stuff.
want
Of
the sound
course,
of my
it's
chewing
probably
to
just
be
hearsay.
too
My
bothersome.
advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Is that your mountain, Shenhe?
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine Damsel of Devastation also takes place on that mountain.
I
hear the
wonder
view there is
why.
quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
Right now.
Sailing once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top.
Why did they yell at you when you mute it?
This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine Damsel of Devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed,
I think the Adepti are so
this
interesting.
looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng.
That sounds frustrating, HGD.
Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool.
Ooh.
A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite.
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain.
So this
In
is
that
basically
village,
Shenhe's
there
story.
was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared.
Yes.
The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news.
Oh my
that it
gosh,
woke
look at
his
Shenhe's
spirit
face.
and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
Oh no.
What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place.
Paimon's hilarious.
monster was so
I know, she's sad.
that all within the village were
Shenhe's sad.
terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
Oh my gosh.
No, don't do it, little girl.
Paimon's so into it.
To anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived,
Who do you think the little girl
drew her
is?
sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends.
Look at her
But
face.
alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti
But yep,
seldom cross,
this is
and she would
Shenhe's
never
story,
again
but it's not
re-enter
all of
the
her
mortal
story.
world. And so,
Look at her
destined to grace
face.
the
I feel
mortal
so
realm
bad for
but a
her.
brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
Oh my gosh.
I really like this story.
I thought she
But I
wouldn't.
personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
She is very cute.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable.
That's very
When
true.
my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
Yunjin is very self-aware, actually.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Mm.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon. Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter iron. Yeah!
Alright, let's see. Use visions. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's figure this out. Do I have to go? Use visions. Does that mean I have to use elemental sight? This, it was really not giving me any hints. Oh! Okay. Oops. So, does that mean... Okay, no help. Oh, I just had to pick it up. That's... Oh, man. Where... Oh, there it is. I found the other one. I don't understand why what they meant by use visions. They were just there.
Now we just need to find that Symposium.
It makes me feel kind of stupid.
On our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hello, man. That is conveniently located. It is good pizza. My mom made it, actually. It's better than frozen pizza, that's for sure.
Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something?
Why does he look angry? What?
Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by.
Why do I
and
feel
wanted
like
to
he's gonna
ask if
come
you
and like
happened to know
attack us or
anything about
something?
Symbrozium.
What?
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here.
Oh my gosh.
Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Let's see.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman.
I think there's a spirit.
Uncle Mingjin.
How does he know his name?
It's
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive.
No.
The rumors
What?
are true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Symbrozium. But I think you can find some information in the village.
Do you think that's her?
This place is
Do you
deserted.
think that's her father?
No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhe?
If you say he's your father, I swear. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
I love how Yunjin knows.
Then let's see what we can find in this village.
I came back here once before, a few years ago. Alone. I hid it from Master at the time. It was deserted then, too. Except for a few low-life bandits. Everyone and everything I remembered was long gone.
That's so sad.
As people were passing by, they stopped to admire me. They praised me.
Here's the thing, I kind of are I know the real story, and that's why this is so sad, but I'm waiting to see how it'll show up.
That I wasn't an Adeptus, just an ordinary person who came from this village. But no one believed me.
Oh.
When I saw how run down all these houses were, I felt at a loss. It was like I took a look at the world and
She is the
on
little girl.
surface,
Yep.
it looked like
Shenhe
a
was the
vast
little
realm
girl.
with so many places I could go. Then I looked a little closer.
She was the one that faced the
There
monster.
was nowhere for me to go at all.
Suddenly, so much time has gone by.
Yep.
Last time I visited, I felt so
Oh, whoops.
upset. But today, I don't know why, but it feels different.
It is easy for your mind to run wild when you are alone. But this time, you are with your friends, aren't you?
Aww, we're her friends.
Yes, my friends.
But I want to know, is this guy her father? I don't, maybe we're just supposed to, like, assume? Okay. We're supposed to explore. There's a chest here. And a shining light.
That's what I call treasure.
Yeah, maybe her uncle too. Okay, let's read this. The doctor said you are gravely ill. Don't worry, I will give everything I have to save you. My heart bleeds whenever I see you getting wearier. Your illness beyond treatment. How I wish I could suffer the pain for you. You said you had no regrets in this life and that you only wish for me to take good care of Shenhe. But you regret nothing. Why the tears? I don't know what I've been doing lately. Though I still breathe, I feel like an empty shell. I have read all the ancient texts I could get my hands on, looking for ways to save you, but it is utterly futile. I finally found it. It was Mingjin. He had kept the book that could save you hidden. I took it and followed its instructions to summon a god and offer a sacrifice. The god appeared. I told him that I was willing to exchange my life for yours. He kept silent and only pointed at our daughter, Shenhe. The god said her fate was to bear the curse of calamity and that she was prone to bring harm to those close to her. The god also said that she might have even been the cause of your death. In that case, I thought I should. I left her in the cave that the god mentioned. 3 days have passed and still no news. I grow restless from waiting, seized by an ominous feeling. I am sorry, my love. Forgive me. You too, Shenhe. Please forgive me. How stupid I was. How blind. Let me apologize to both of you. in person. Did he kill himself? Wait, so Mingjun is not the father. What I'm getting is that Mingjun is not the father. Mingjun is someone else from the village. Who knows exactly his relation? But that he found Mingjun's book to summon this god. Maybe. It could be like an uncle or something. And then, because the god said that her fate was to bear the curse of calamity, and that she was going to bring harm to those close to her, her father just left her there to die. And he never found out what happened to her. So his wife died. He thinks his daughter died. So he just killed himself because of all of that. This is... My gosh, this is rough.
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel?
Took you long enough. Yeah, I think the father committed suicide.
Now that I think
That's
about
so sad.
She does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age.
Aww.
So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text,
It's not really your fault,
the divine
Yunjin.
damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple.
Jeez.
And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father.
Yo, I wonder if that... No.
truth
Was like, I
is
wonder
even
if the guy's a
more lamentable
ghost. I
than
don't
the
think so.
opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as
I know, we knew it earlier than
her
Yunjin.
choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. It looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
Man, Yunjin. I'm sorry you had to find out that way. What else am I looking for? Oh, okay. What's this? A branch family of exorcists
So
used to live in
that
the...
Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster.
Sorry, that was my mom coughing. Jeez, my mic is actually too good. It just picks everything up. Wow, okay, hold on, let's read this. A branch family... Yeah, she's a little loud. I think it's just my mic, actually, though. I would change one of the settings, but I don't want to mess with it right now, so I'll have to experiment after. Okay, let's see what this says. A branch family of exorcists used to live in the east of the village, but in around 2 weeks, the mother died of disease. The young daughter went missing, and shortly after, the father hanged himself on a tree in the yard of his own house. So we were right, he did commit suicide. It has been confirmed that the traces of an evil god's remains were found in the village. The villagers are panicking as no one is certain whether the evil god's remains are gone for good. Do be careful when you are in this area. So that's the one that, the Cloud Retainer, she said she, like, defeated that god for Shenhe and then took Shenhe in because she was, like, alone. My gosh.
His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear without ever learning the truth. And now, this place is deserted. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Mingjun.
That's what I want to know.
We looked everywhere, but still no mention of
He did.
Sylvia.
Yeah, I know. That is so sad. Okay, wait. Where do you want me to look now? Okay, one more thing to read, hopefully. Let's see. Magic engraved on Subrosium does not wear off easily. Some believe the stone to be a bridge between the living and the dead. However, finding Subrosium is no easy matter. You need to be at the right place at the right time. Legend has it, you may find Subrosium if you stand in the middle of the lake of Mount Tianheng at dusk and look in the direction of the setting sun. This is so convenient.
So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Subrosium. Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news.
It sounds so easy. But how can it be that easy? Can I give you a hug? You've been through a lot.
I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by.
Well, that's really good to hear, HED. I used to be a mod, too.
I was a very close friend of your father's.
Okay.
I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well,
that's so sad, man.
We all know how that story ended.
Man.
I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
He tried. The father just...
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way.
Wow.
There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti.
That's rough.
So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Maybe it's better not to feel anything. Is it worse to feel something really painful or not?
I'll leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end.
We found out about your past.
Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Poor Yunjin.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now,
I know, right?
in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts.
I like her, though. She wants to tell the right story.
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
That's really nice.
I like your version.
Aww.
But, huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera.
That's
but
so
I've never
nice.
thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat!
Paimon, you little brat. Stop interrupting the good moment. She just ruined it. Come on. In the middle? Okay. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I have to wait until even... Screw that. Hold on. Okay. I really hope this is enough. It says around 1730, and I can't get it to exactly 1730. Please tell me it's okay. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. It's a man. Is that... Wait, who is that? Who was that? Wait, I want to... There was a guy that looked like...
When stuck on a deserted island, rain is a precious source of drinking water.
It is, it's
There's no need
Zhao.
for it now, though.
But why do I feel like he's there for a different reason?
That's everything we need. Let's head back and report in.
Why is Zhao just standing there? I think he's there for a different story quest, and I don't want to trigger it right now because we're trying to finish Shenhe's, so...
Oh, goodness.
I know, eh? Impressive.
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing?
He,
I ran
yeah,
into a
it's a
bit of
he,
brick
but
wall
yeah.
on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Seriously?
Leave the Wonder
Beidou?
Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes.
I mean, it makes
I have been
sense.
training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her, to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack.
I think you can join back.
Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you. And
Oh
take
yeah, I
care of
really
those
hope it didn't
Adepti
rain.
sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not.
I think you should, Shenhe.
But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection.
I just realized she
feeling
looks like a
down, come
bird
find
from
me on my
behind.
ship.
It's actually
There'll be
super
a drink waiting
beautiful.
for ya.
Beidou, you are the MVP. We all need friends like you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
I'm just glad I don't have to go on another fetch quest.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's. I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Yay, maybe we'll finish the competition.
Submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
But then Beidou didn't really do anything. Can I talk to her?
Ah, Traveler. Paimon. I wasn't expecting to run into you out here at Guyun. What brings you here? You'll have to make it quick, I'm afraid. I really can't afford to chat for too long.
Maybe this isn't related.
As you can see, we're working on a construction project. Personally, I consider this project to be of greater importance than the Jade Chamber rebuild. That's why I'm here to supervise. I just hope we can complete it on schedule.
Oh no, I think it was related. Whoa. Okay, buy one. Tell me I won.
Little secretary, we found all the materials.
I love how she calls her Ningguang's little secretary.
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay, I see. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good.
Yay!
We found our winners.
We won. Sucks to everyone
I announce
else.
that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler Yunjin, and Beidou.
Yay!
What?
Where is Beidou?
Already? I haven't even found the plus strike yet.
Maybe because you're not good at this.
I can't believe it.
Yep.
So close, but so far.
Sorry,
I'd
buds.
like to invite our 3 winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here.
Has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then.
Could it already be done?
Chamber first. This has been a long time coming.
What are we gonna ask her?
To the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
That's the thing. What are we gonna ask her? Child Summons God Part 2. I know, eh? I really hope not. That would be...
Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores.
That would be
and
funny,
insert them
but
into the
also...
Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete.
How is it already
Once the tethers are
done?
released, it will soar into the sky.
How is it already done? You made it seem like the Jade Chamber was such a big thing.
Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to
Speedrun,
fulfill my
eh?
promise.
Gosh, I remember that fight. That was pretty fun.
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
Yes. We get to see Yunjin's opera at the end. I'm so excited.
Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur.
No
So what would you say
way.
if I proposed that we stage your first
That's so
performance right
cool.
here in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city.
How did they build that
It is
in
fitting
what
for the
seems like
finest
basically a
performance to be
day?
hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang.
How are you gonna get
Then
people
I
up
will prepare
there?
my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
My gosh.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
Aw, I like Ningguang.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon.
She's
I'll be
freaking
leaving
out.
now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
She's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh,
You're
this is
next.
amazing.
What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well. Guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Paimon, shut your mouth.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber.
I love how she's
and I
like, your
intend to
questions are a
repay
little
you
stupid, but I appreciate you
So
anyways.
I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Ooh.
Great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
That's true.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
I love how she's like, asking me a question is the most important thing ever.
Think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, a sense of belonging.
They kind of look a little
Yes.
similar.
To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
Aww.
I see.
Hey, what's going on?
Beto!
I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
She's back.
It's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest.
That's hilarious.
Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about.
Oh my goodness, let's not give
not gonna be
Klee
easy
the
to
power
deal
to do that.
I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millelith have set up an ambush.
Wait, what's going on? What is Beto talking about?
Watch your back.
Unless
Stay
Gina's
alert.
there, that's true.
Beto?
Gina will stop her.
What are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
You'll
What's going
see when
on?
the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation.
Wait, I want to
Maybe it's better
know.
that you don't know.
No, I want to know.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always
It is
float
massive.
in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Ooh, do we get to watch it fly? Ooh. Okay. I've never seen it either. I swear to the ever-living. What is going? Why? Why? What? Why? It's just like, oh, you came back up, I'm gonna... Venti taxi. Why? Not again.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife.
Are you kidding?
Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Are you kidding me?
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep.
Oh
She
my
warned me months
gosh.
ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the
Osial
Jade
had a
Chamber,
wife.
I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
Well, damn. You were prepared for this, weren't you? Ka-ching! I know. I actually didn't expect this. Where is Ganyu? I think she was there. Let's do it. Do we get to fight?
All hands, tsunami incoming!
Oh, jeez. That's so cool. There's like water on the screen.
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
There's Ganyu. I know, I've never heard Beto scream either. Okay, maybe this is just a cutscene. Oh! My gosh.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die,
oh my God.
I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Guys, I'm gonna cry. Do it, Shenhe! Freeze his ass! Freeze his ass! Oh my gosh. Shenhe, stop the tsunami! Yo, this is just as epic as the first Asile one. Get her, girl! Get her! Wait, what? No!
What are you doing here?
Here we go. Here we go. I know, I can't believe she did try and shoot it. Shenhe! You came in so clutch, Shenhe. If it wasn't for you...
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine.
Shenhe's amazing.
I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
Hopefully she'll never come back ever again.
How did things go underwater?
You could have come and helped, Ningguang.
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Shenhe's lying.
So the crisis has been safely averted.
They did. Without the Bennett and Diona, we wouldn't have been able to make it.
Afforded generous treatment.
I don't know.
The fleet reports that
Everyone else was able to swim. I feel like Ningguang knows how to swim. But yeah, Bennett and Diona were the key there.
How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command.
I know what you're gonna say, HGD.
Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
You know what's funny? In the trailer, I think there's a line where Ningguang's like, you know, that she would be willing to sacrifice another Jade Chamber if she had to. Oh, just like the hero in the story.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
That's so sweet.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns,
I love
with
Shenhe.
vengeance, we must be prepared.
We'll just give her a big hug.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
Pretty much.
You
Jade
wished
Chamber
to hear
bomb.
one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been
Cloud
for
Retainer's like, I judge. I judge you all.
Deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
That's the line.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidence some
I
degree of
know.
moral thinking.
She just let us
You have learned
basically
from past
die.
failures and prepared for this crisis.
But they
in
want to
advance.
see that the humans can handle
Considerable
themselves.
progress compared to the last time.
Oh my goodness.
Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue
I can't tell,
observing you hereafter.
like, the Adepti are weird.
While the position
Like,
of
they both
Genshin
like and don't
remains
like the
mine,
humans.
I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago. And
Ningguang should have been a 5-star. It's actually kind of disgusting that she's not.
Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes.
Yanfei, Keqing, and Ganyu. No, but Ganyu's a 5-star.
Expected.
And Keqing's a 5-star. Zhongli. Just a whole 5-star banner.
Please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child.
Cloud Retainer? Look at you being a mom.
Has many fond memories of Shenhe's
Why does she always love talking about both Ganyu and Shenhe as a kid?
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine.
Ganyu was the same way.
Listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber.
Crying.
Your energy. We must celebrate both.
Well, the Cloud Retainer basically took care of both Ganyu and Shenhe when they were young.
Must be the most spectacular.
I just love how offended she got, though. Go, Zhao, have your feast.
Wow, everyone's already seated. It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
You couldn't teleport onto the Jade Chamber before. I guess now you can, though.
I am determined that each of
you can teleport to Beto's boat?
Those who don't drink
I must have not
alcohol,
reached that part yet.
Help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses,
okay.
but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Yes.
Sure have. Honestly, it's
this
the
was
main
actually
reason
a
I'm here.
really good
I've
quest.
never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now.
That cutscene was at the quality of like the Albedo one that was recently. Zhu Tao is sus.
Slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on
That's
stage.
a good point, Megacar. There was no Jade Chamber. She's so beautiful. It's actually really beautiful, her voice. Really lucky. Absolutely. Aww. I want to learn more about the red ropes. Oh my gosh.
神女劈冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。
I don't know what would happen if the red ropes didn't exist. Aww. We're part of the opera. Probably, wouldn't she, Mega? This is one of the best cutscenes.
彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤
My
身
mom
离
comes a
去。
slushy.
今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
Oh, I just got shivers. Ooh, chills.
Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful.
Wow, I just felt shivers.
Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on.
I wish I knew
I believe you
where
will find a way to fit in
her
anywhere.
aggression. Like, is it something she's possessed with?
I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are.
Ugh.
Great to see you.
You were right. Zhutao is
This young lady
sus.
with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. You're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself.
Wait, how?
And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be.
You go back to your table, buddy. You're
Let
too...
me pull up a chair, all right?
No.
We'll all have
No,
a friendly
go home.
chat,
You're drunk.
Get better acquainted.
Go home. You're drunk.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone.
Yeah.
That is, if you prefer to finish your drink near the orifice of your own cheeks.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Wow. That is probably the best diss I've heard.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Probably. It's probably just something that possesses her now because of how she had to fight. I really enjoyed this. Yunjin, would you have something to say?
Act, one must first feel. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the character today.
They did a good job.
I was able to deliver a more profound performance because of it. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together again?
Of course, Yunjin. I would be happy to. I think she has a story quest. I need to do
Now
that.
I think about it. I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you. I'm sure I have much to
Shenhe,
learn
I love
from you in
you.
the future.
I love you. You're great. You be you, girl. Thank you so much for coming in. I really enjoyed chatting with all of you guys. Again, please feel free to follow if you haven't already. I will see you guys in the next one, I guess. See you in the next one. Bye.